Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ukatsu Video Podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and with me, as always, is Michael Clifford Sammons.
Hello.
With me, as sometimes, is Jeffrey Mullen.
Hello.
And with me, not nearly enough, is Liv Apperson Ivanov.
What's up?
All right, guys, so what have you been playing / doing this week since the last recording of this, the video podcast?
I'll go first since I haven't been here in a hot minute.
Ooh.
So I'm not playing League.
What? Oh, it's because your internet is bonkers.
Yep. I can't complain about it, but not playing League. But I am playing XCOM 2, War of the Chosen Edition.
Very nice. I like that style, that tactical style.
It's a lot of fun. I have to restart a lot.
Wait a minute. You're one of those guys that you save your characters and you don't let them die?
Yes.
No, Jeffrey,
Yes.
That's not how the game was designed.
I don't care.
You're supposed to let them die.
Don't care.
Let them die.
Don't care.
Let them die.
All right,
I can't.
so
I've devoted
right.
time and energy
will-
in creating these characters.
we will continue this debate sometime else
Yes,
with
we will.
Let Them Die and I Don't Care being the only two things said for 15 minutes.
And then I just started playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nice.
And so far, that's been really fun.
Have you gotten to the gummy ships yet?
No, I've gone past Olympus, and I'm in the Twilight
Twilight Town. Nice.
Yeah.
But you know who's not there? Roxas.
You're right, Roxas is
Boo.
not
Spoilers. Anyway. Liv, Sammons? Sammons Liv?
I've been making more progress in Skyrim and Subnautica, and it's getting to the point where in Skyrim, I recently did a mission, and it was of the variety where if you make a mistake, good luck figuring out how to fix it. And I also had the lovely moment of saving before something really big happened, like entering a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize after you beat the dungeon that you made a mistake, and that your only save is
It's a
before.
mile before. Nice.
So that was fun.
What about that Warhammer game you were telling me about?
So Space Hulk Deathwing is quite enjoyable, and that game it's fun to play alone, but it's really like you don't really want to unless you have people to play with.
It's like 3 people max, isn't it?
It's 4 people max.
4 people max. Yep. Why haven't I bought this game yet?
I don't know, Tom.
How much is it?
It was $12 because there was a 70% off deal. I don't know if it still is lasting though.
Interesting. Liv, have you done anything? Have you bought a Switch so you can play Tetris 99 for the rest of your life?
I have not. Though during the lock-in we had 2 days ago, I did play a little Tetris to try to wake myself up. But
How'd
no,
that work?
It kind of worked. It worked for him.
You played Tetris to wake yourself up?
Yeah.
I play Tetris to go into a trance. Get into
I
that
feel
flow
like
state.
it's like a doling kind of game.
It gets me I don't know. I got refocused or whatever.
It woke me up. I set a new high score on Liv's account
On my
accidentally.
account. I'm actually mad because now I have to stare at it. Because it's like 8
Now I
seconds
have to beat
faster
him.
than my best. What?
Now you have to beat him.
Yeah, I do. I've never gotten that low before. But I'm not really playing. Me and Teddy just got back from our road trip, so
You've been playing Nature, the video game.
Yeah. We did have a side quest at one point. We were on a hike and we had this one older lady she somehow managed to get off the trail, and she was walking along the road, and she's like, "Hi, if you see my husband, he looks like this. Can you tell him that I'm at the beginning of the point because we got separated?" And then we found him
Nice.
and completed our side quest on our hike.
Nice.
So
Did you get a
job.
nominal amount of money or experience?
I got to rest for the next week in Denver.
They got an experience.
There you go. An experience.
Yeah.
Perfect.
How was Denver?
1 XP. It was good. Lots of good food. It rained a lot, though. It actually snowed the second day we got there.
Yeah.
So.
Did you guys do any brewery stuff? I know that's a popular destination for the beer lovers out there.
No, but we had some that were like from around. We just didn't go to a brewery though.
Gotcha.
My uncle lives in Denver.
Nice.
Tom, we can't forget you. What have you been playing?
Oh, well, since the last time we recorded this podcast, I've had Skyrim on the brain. So I've started 2 new games of Skyrim.
Nice.
One as a sword and shield fighter and one as a pure mage. Turns out Dwemer Ruins as a pure mage are very difficult.
Yes.
Because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta use ice spells,
Yep.
turns out.
They're immune to electrical, fire.
no. Sorry, you have to use ice on the Falmer that are there, but the Dwemer automatons are all resistant to frost. Anyway, I also just picked up today a new game that I'm excited to record some content for. It is called Void Bastards, or Void B Words. That's not the 5-letter one, but the longer one. And it is a comic book graphic game. Like, all of the cutscenes are in comic book panels, and you are a disposable prisoner exploring junked spaceships with aliens on them.
It looked funny. It looked like you're literally a freeze-dried human.
Yep, that is exactly right. And you're trying to get... Apparently pirates destroyed the penal colony ship that you were freeze-dried on.
Oh.
Killed all the people, and so the AI that runs the ship is trying to get all the parts necessary to get the ship running again. And so he's sending out the freeze-dried humans. So every time you die, you go back and you get a new human, and you start over. So it's a roguelike.
It's fun.
But you keep some things that you build, like you can collect things and craft items, and you keep your crafted items between runs.
The art style from like the 2 minutes I saw seemed really cool. It's like a comic book panel.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it's pretty neat. And like when you're coming up close to a room, instead of like having to listen for footsteps or something to see if there's a bad guy on the other side of the door, it like comes up with like comic book words like step, 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 step.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, so you can tell visually if there's people on the other side of a closed door.
That's fun. I like
kinda-
the audio cues in comic books. Those are some fun.
So it's pretty cool. Anyway, summer camps are coming up. What's our first summer camp of the year?
YouTube.
YouTube Summer Camp. Liv, you're going to be there.
yeah, well,
What are some of the topics that kids are going to learn at YouTube Summer Camp?
basically they're gonna learn to, if they haven't started one, they're gonna start a YouTube channel, or basically how to like grow and maintain it. So we're gonna be editing with Adobe Premiere, which is really nice looking.
That's a resume builder.
Mm-hmm. And also maybe Adobe Photoshop for making thumbnails. I know that you have like a background and different things for your channel. So probably building out their profile and their channel, and then shooting whatever they want to do with like Fortnite or League of Legends, or basically figuring out how to script videos and edit them and upload them to the channel.
Well, that
So,
sounds really awesome. That's June 10th.
yes, June 10th to
It's
the
the
14th.
first day. Get signed up before that.
We'll also be doing exercise though, so we're not going to be sitting on our butts the whole time.
Mhm.
So exercise, journaling, just working on ourselves,
And lunch.
and
And
lunch.
lunch.
It's a full day.
Full day camp.
9 to 5.
Early drop off available.
Yes.
Cool, guys. Well, that is coming up, so get signed up if you want to be the next PewDiePie or whatever. I don't know if he's even relevant anymore.
He is the number one single, like, sole YouTuber.
Even
Other
though he got
companies have
dropped by
passed him.
Disney?
Huh?
Even though he got dropped by Disney?
He's
Yeah.
gonna, if he hasn't already, he's close to 100 million subs.
I think he's
Wow.
passed. So is T-Series.
Wow.
That's
We
crazy.
don't talk about T-Series on here.
So,
I'm
avoiding
not-
that
I'm not
topic,
I'm not
Wow,
supporting
we're running into all the
T-Series.
landmines today.
pushing some buttons.
No, do you,
I don't
do you
support
know
T-Series.
No, I know you don't. Do you know the whole thing at all?
No, I know nothing about
Basically, T-Series, it's a company that posts like TV shows from India,
Yeah.
and so basically they're somehow they gained an insane amount of
well,
subscribers.
the population is absurd.
Yeah.
So.
And so, since they're a company, you don't really have to count it, but there was basically a huge war between PewDiePie and T-Series because no one else had been that close before.
Ah,
But they
interesting.
passed them up because
Okay.
India's a big country. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
1/7 of the world's population and in the borders, and sometimes they want to watch that TV for free. Guys, I hate to break it to you. Waffle fries are the best worst thing. You know why? Because
Why,
when they're
Tom?
good, they're great. And every time else, they're terrible.
Yeah. They're the awkward shape that you can't properly dip in ketchup.
Now, Sammons, do you dip your fries or do you individually ketchup each fry?
So because fries are too small to individually ketchup, otherwise I would. And I would do that for waffle fries because they're typically bigger, but they have holes in them.
They do.
And ketchup would leak through the holes, so I can't.
I understand. Would you use a waffle fry to like sieve ketchup onto other things?
No, that would just make them. No, that would be a disaster.
Okay.
Do you eat waffle fries by taking, like, say you have a pile of ketchup on your plate. You take the waffle fry and you dip it, or do you just put the whole thing on
Just
there?
like smush
and
it like a
basically
child.
create the top layer of ketchup and then flip it over and eat it.
I would do that with a fork. That'd probably be the best way to eat them, with a fork.
Do you just mash it down on the top of the pile of ketchup?
Not the whole part, but sometimes I take about half of it. The Chick-fil-A sauce, because I'm going to get waffle fries. They're from Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know anywhere else that has consistent waffle fries.
nowhere.
I was
Nowhere
thinking
else.
of the Morts on campus.
Oh.
I was thinking of
I couldn't do
D-Rose,
that
and they're
because
just
I like the
awful.
barbecue sauce, so I would always do it with barbecue sauce.
They can be good, but when they get cold and they're cut wrong, they just
If they're not cooked enough, they're very potatoey.
yeah.
Like
And
thick potato.
sometimes they just get tough. Fries shouldn't be tough.
Fries
know.
should not be tough.
Also,
shouldn't be.
when there happens to be no holes in the waffle fries, then they're also really.
Yeah, you just feel like you're eating
But
a hunk
that's
of
like the
potato.
true waffle fry.
I
There's
like
not
those.
actually holes in a waffle. Everybody's looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot.
But it's a waffle fry.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's completely right.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm actually a little
True to the form.
I instantly got triggered by that. Oh my god. Wow.
He's not wrong. I didn't even think about that.
Waffle fries
Wait.
are wrong.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Pancakes.
Waffles.
You can get more syrup on.
They have in
I've-
little pockets.
depends.
As I have grown, I have decided. I don't know if this is a conscious decision or just something that happened over time, but like, I'm less interested than I have ever been in condiments.
Oh, okay. So sorry, I should have corrected myself. Not syrup. I'm talking about like the blueberry or like the berry like compotes that you put on waffles.
Well, and I understand that, but like, I would way rather have a really good tasting waffle with nothing on it than a mediocre waffle with a bunch of stuff on top of it. And I'd rather have a good French fry than anything just slathered in ketchup like my kids like.
I do like good spices, like a good mix of like salt, garlic, and maybe a little Cajun pepper on fries.
I like pub fries just because they are a little extra crunchy, and like those are one of the fries that I can eat by myself,
I
like
love-
by itself.
I love like steak seasoning.
Oh,
on
yeah.
That's a
fries.
really good one.
I'm gonna give you guys the number one pro tip when you're at the grocery store. You're looking to buy spices. You see that garlic powder, you throw that in the trash, and you find granulated garlic. It's bigger, more garlicky. It's way better.
I believe that.
It's not ground as
I
finely.
think my life.
What
might
if
be
you just go to
changed
Steak and
'cause I
Shake
love
and buy
garlic.
one of those, their seasoning thing
Yeah, the thing that's just salt and pepper together,
and
and
garlic?
yeah,
Yep,
yeah, you could make that yourself pretty easily.
true, but they already have it made.
It's true. You can pay a huge, whatever that's called,
4 times the price for something pre-made.
Yeah. But I think it's pretty evident that waffle fries can be divisive and sad.
It can be amazing.
Yeah, once you get those cold Chick-fil-A fries, like they're not great.
No,
They're chew, like you were saying, they're like chewing
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. The other pro tip, definitely reheat French fries in an oven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're gonna reheat them at all, it's
Or-
got like you need a toaster oven or something that heats
Or a
up quick.
skillet.
Toaster
Skillet
ovens
is
not a
are
microwave.
amazing.
You know what's great reheated in a skillet is pizza. If you're gonna reheat your pizza, skillet is the way to go. It sounds
I've never
crazy,
thought of that.
but it's good. Unless you like that microwave pizza flavor, which a good pizza should be good, warm, cold from the fridge, and microwaved.
You
in
gotta
my
be careful.
opinion.
You gotta be. Yeah, I agree, but you have to be careful when you microwave pizza because if you don't eat
Sometimes
it in
that-
the right window, it gets very rubbery and leathery.
Sometimes that cheese is also lava,
Yes.
which lava in the mouth. We've all had pizza rolls. We know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Nope.
You've never had a pizza roll?
Nope.
Have you ever had a hot pocket?
Yep.
All right.
Same
there you
thing.
Think of that, but smaller.
I know what they are. I just haven't had any.
Yeah. Just think of a hot pocket, but you put the
Really?
whole thing in your mouth at first, and the entire thing explodes in lava.
I feel like that's an essential like
What about
gamer
ravioli?
stereotypical food to eat. You get your Mountain Dew and you get your.
You get Mountain Dew.
I've also never
and
drank soda,
You can also do.
so
You are an enigma.
That
It's
is
okay.
that is a strange thing in this day and age. I know a lot of people that don't like soda and don't drink it, but I don't think I've ever met anybody that's like never tried it.
I've over the course of my life, and this was all in my childhood. I've drank a total of 1 can of soda.
No, is that by choice or by like access?
Is it against your religion?
It was when I was sick. My mom would make me drink Sprite.
Oh, dude, that's because that's the white Midwestern cure.
Right.
Dayquil and Sprite, man.
Yeah.
Chicken noodle
What?
soup.
My one friend drinks Sprite. It helps her stomach. Like calming it.
But besides from that, no.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
there it is. All the food news you can use. You like that rhyme?
beautiful.
That's off
Tom,
the top
your
of
rhymes
the
are
head.
always on fly. They're
Pretty,
fly. They're on.
pretty good. Oh, have you seen that? Have you
What?
seen?
They're good.
There's a party game that is like robot rap battles now. Have you seen this?
No.
No.
We should probably play it at some point.
Still want to play Overcooked 2 with you, Tom.
We should play Overcooked too. First, I'm gonna play some Skyrim.
On Travis Williams' Yeehaw Game Ranch this week, they played Overcooked 2, and it was so hard to watch.
Oh my god, Yeehaw Game Ranch. Like, Travis is not that much of a redneck.
No,
Come on, guys.
but I love him. He's funny.
He is hilarious. So, the real reason Liv is here today, let's not kid ourselves. There's been news of a Kojima-like nature. Do you want to talk about it?
I do.
That is a very excited look on your face.
So I have no idea what this is, so inform me.
No one knows what it is. Let's be honest here.
Good luck.
No, basically, there's the game Death Stranding. It's kind of been hyped about for a while.
Kojima's first project post Metal Gear / that
Leaving the company.
Yeah.
This is his own game. But it's got Norman Reedus from not Death Stranding. From
Walking
Dead.
I cannot think of this.
Mr. Crossbow Man.
But it's got
Daryl.
him. It's got some other actors that I cannot remember off the top of my head.
Mads
right now.
Mikkelsen.
Yes.
He's in Casino Royale. He's the bad guy with
House
the.
of Cards. He plays the off-brand Putin.
He's a very good bad guy.
Yeah, but basically, it seems to be set in a future where basically like the United States is kind of broken apart, and Norman Reedus' character Sam's job is to kind of bring it together. With his last name in the game is Bridges, so he's supposed to bridge people together. Yeah, they did go with that.
That
pun.
is the most straightforward thing I've ever heard from Mr. Kojima.
But in the game, you can't. If you die, you don't really die. You go to this weird like purgatory where you kind of have to find your way out of this alternate dimension. But basically, like time is very important. I know gold is very important, and there are parts of the levels where it looks like hands are coming out to grab you. So it's kind of like two different dimensions are kind of coming into one. It seems like there's
And-
like a giant whale. There's hands. There's weird creatures.
And Norman Reedus is pregnant somehow.
Everyone carries around a baby.
What?
Yeah, so you kind of carry his newborn on you the whole time.
It almost looks like a robotic pregnant belly that you can look into. Or, it's very strange.
It has a purpose, but
Do not try to figure this out. Jeffrey, your head is about to explode. You're thinking too hard.
basically you're supposed to help bring all these separated communities back together. That is Sam's job. And also there's like an online presence, so you actually do interact with people who are also playing the game. It's talking about how like you help characters even though you will never see them. You like give them like safe house locations and different things, so it's like a weird online thing.
I was hoping that you got to be one of the hands and just drag them into the void.
I
That would be a
mean,
fun part.
I don't know.
Maybe.
They did a good job at not really revealing too much about what happens, but they just kind of show.
So the most
Brief
important
plot.
piece of information I think I've seen from this is that there's a release date finally.
November 8th.
November 8th. And do you think this is a direct jab at The Last of Us 2? Just trying
I
to be
don't know.
like
They kind of
two most anticipated games of this year, and one of them beat the other to the punch,
Yeah, that's
and not
kinda
the one
dropping the
anyone
ball.
expected.
When is
Yeah.
Last of Us 3 coming out?
Never.
so that hasn't
La-
been created
Last
yet.
of Us 2 is there is no information except
They-
for
Two.
that one like snippet from E3 last year, I think.
They're dropping the ball, honestly. Most
and
people
then
are
Laura
more
Bailey finished.
most people are excited about The Last of Us 2 just because it's a little more normal of a video game. And yeah, I was not expecting Death Stranding info to come out before The Last of Us 2.
Some companies do tend to drop the ball and then punt it in the other direction. So
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 though in October.
September.
September?
actually. Yeah.
September.
I'm pretty excited about that
On
one.
the Epic Games Store?
the end of this
Yeah.
year, not month, is going to be exciting.
Yeah. Apparently, that Epic Game Store super sale that was going on a couple weeks ago caused some tensions between Epic and some big companies.
That's what I've heard.
And after the first day or two, they pulled a bunch of games off of their store until the end of the sale.
Oh.
Because the companies were like, you can't put that game on sale, even though they were giving the companies the same amount of money regardless if it was on sale or not.
That's what interested me is the companies we're not going to lose any money at all, and it was Epic just saying, hey, we're going to sell your stuff on discount, but don't worry, you get the same amount of money. And still, a lot of companies were like, no.
Was it like a
Yeah.
brand thing? Like they don't want to be under the impression their games are going to be on sale at some point?
I think that it was mostly to do with pre-order games that are like I think it's probably just like against their like publishing policies to put something on sale before it's been out for X number of time or something. But I don't know. I was very surprised that multiple companies did that. And Borderlands 3 was one of those games that was pulled. I got permission from my wife to buy the $100 version of the game, and I was gonna get $10 off. And no, or maybe it was like a $90 version of the game, and it was gone before I could do it.
I'm gonna buy that at the end of the year, definitely. Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait 4 or 5 years and then buy it.
If you have to wait that long, I will buy it for you and we'll play together.
Tom, we should play together when it comes out.
I can make no promises, but if you rise above the rest of the various people that are trying to get my attention, which is nobody, then yes, we could play together. Speaking of, nope, I'm not going to do that transition anymore.
Speaking of nobody.
E3 is just around the corner, and it's going to be an interesting one this year because a lot of companies that used to make E3 the thing that it is have pulled out. And so,
Sony's not there.
yeah, Sony's not there. I don't think Nintendo's been there for a little while. I don't know. There's some big publishers that aren't going to be there, but it should still be like the biggest reveal of news and new games and stuff of the year. That'll be exciting. We'll get to have all sorts of content.
Yeah.
I just hope The Last of Us 2. I'm so excited that Death Stranding stuff came out. They started a stream like 24 hours before the trailer dropped with like
8 minutes of nonsense, that
it's
trailer.
basically like hands. Like we're covering it as the time went on, more hands appeared, and basically the hands like made the trailer more and more transparent.
Oh.
And so that was cool, but I just hope Last of Us 2 comes out.
Do you guys remember the air date reveal for Game of Thrones season 7? Do you remember what that
No.
was?
No.
They encased a large. They encased the date of the season 7 premiere in a giant block of ice and set up a flamethrower next to it. And every time the stream got another like, it shot a burst of flame at the ice block.
Oh, man.
And they broke their Twitch channel or whatever they were using because people were pounding that like button way too fast.
Nice.
But it like apparently was supposed to take a couple hours and it took like 3 minutes or something like that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and because the stream broke, they had to just announce it. So
That's awesome.
it was an interesting idea, but it didn't really work out for them.
That's really funny. Underestimating the power of the community.
And on the topic of underestimating, or overestimating perhaps, I saw an article like a week or two ago that I didn't get to talk to you guys about, which interested me. And it was apparently, the way I'm reading it, is that Sony and Microsoft are so scared about the potential of Google's new thing, Stadia, their new console that can play straight from YouTube and like launch web browser games and blah 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 blah. That they're teaming up to try to make both of their experiences better.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Sony and Microsoft finally shaking hands and saying, "Let's do this."
yeah, let's not get
Aren't they
destroyed by
rivals,
Google.
though?
Yes, they are
Yeah.
huge
Sony
rivals.
and Xbox.
Right.
That's
Yeah, because
massive.
I believe it was that.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I think they were coming at it from the perspective of like Sony is generally known for better game experience right now, but
Yeah.
Xbox is better known for like your download and play, like no disc experience.
Yeah.
I feel like online, I also think more Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just online
Xbox is
games.
like once you have the box, you can do whatever you want. But
Mm-hmm.
PS4 is like usually better games. So
Yeah. So I think they're teaming up to try to survive whatever Google throws at them.
oh boy, is Google finally taking over the world and they're starting with video games?
I mean, I
don't
think they
think
started
so.
with maps or search engines.
That's true.
I mean,
yeah.
Apple was first.
Apple's just they're dropping the ball hard because they're just running behind.
The problem with Apple is it's always been its own little niche community, and they've never tried to have mass appeal before. And then now that they're trying to have mass appeal, they're just like kind of a worse PC. Like all the components are the same now, so it's just an operating system difference.
Yeah.
Someone told me this a long time ago that Apple has figured out a good amount of technology, but they're gonna release it very slowly and way later because that's how their marketing works. They're gonna release a crappier phone,
And
then
also,
later they'll release the phone that they could have released 2 years ago.
they're also really good at
Darn.
taking new technology and just making it work and be simple. Like, you can have the newest Galaxy phone, and if you accidentally get into the wrong menu and delete just a little bit of stuff, your phone's bricked.
Yep.
And you have to, like, factory reset it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's very user friendly.
But Apple, you can't do that on. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
the interface for Apple is pretty good. It gets frustrating when it comes to like account information and figuring out like the finer points of making your account work, but for the most part, much easier to maneuver than Galaxy.
But yeah. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys are ready for this because the topic of the week in general is favorites. And I'm going to be asking you guys roundtable style. You can elaborate as much as you want on each of these. Doesn't matter. But I'm going to ask around the table what your favorite X is, and then you're going to tell me. And if you want to justify yourself, Sammons, that's fine.
Is this like letter X or like person X?
Well, for instance, what is your favorite food, Sammons? Yep,
Seriously?
that is some good podcast. Dead air for the win.
I'm sorry, that just froze my brain. My favorite food, I always want to go with steak, but steak can get old.
But then,
can.
if it's dry aged, it's even better. That's
I'm gonna
old
g-
steak.
That's true. I'm going to go with a steak platter because a steak platter includes more than just steak. It goes with potatoes, it comes with mushrooms, it comes with a lot of delicious stuff. So,
Steak platter.
Steak platter is my favorite food.
Excellent. Jeffrey,
Chicken.
chicken in any particular
Chicken.
like raw chicken, chicken leg, chicken breast, chicken
Not
thigh,
raw chicken.
Slimy chicken.
fried, baked,
But you don't
broiled,
like
Just
Throwing
grilled,
up?
chicken.
You don't like throwing up? That's the raw chicken appeal. Clears
salmonella,
out your whole system.
I love chicken. Chicken anything.
chicken skin, no skin.
Skin.
Nice. Liv.
I like curry.
Curry. Wow.
Curry?
Way to
Curry.
pick a specific thing that is the most non-specific thing.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You could eat a different kind of curry every day of the year.
Right?
That is a really good answer.
I could eat
We
different
had
kinds of chicken.
Bamboo Terrace, and they gave us hot pot, air quote pot. It was not hot pot, but I got this curry
it
dish.
came in
and
a
it was
pot
Thai
that was hot.
curry. It was good.
hmm Thai curry has a lot of coconut milk kind of flavors going on. I like it. Little
So many,
looser.
so many cultures have different kinds of curries. Like,
Yep.
I want to say it's hard to challenge chicken on dishes, like just the amount of dishes you can make, but curry may be one for it.
I can be very, very creative.
Yeah. Well, you're
Have
all
you been
right.
to India's house?
That's true. This is an opinion.
You're all right. So, slightly smaller topic. How about snacks for gaming? We almost alluded to it earlier. Like, I mean, there's the typical like Doritos or Cheetos or pizza rolls, but is there something better out there?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans. That's just because there's jelly beans on your desk right now.
No, I've found myself eating jelly beans more on multiple occasions while gaming.
You realize that jelly beans are not as nutritious as regular beans, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Jelly beans.
It's also good because it doesn't mess up your keyboard.
It does exactly. It's the easiest finger food because it doesn't make your hand sticky. It just
Yeah.
I'm very generic.
Yeah?
I like just chips.
Chips?
Barbecue chips, corn Doritos, that kind of stuff.
chips.
Is there a specific type of chip you like? Do you like a baked Lay's or like
I don't like baked.
Do you like kettle cooked?
kettle cooked ripples? No ripples? Ridges?
Just plain, normal chips.
Do you like maximum crunch or just minor crunch?
Somewhere in the middle.
Live.
So I don't normally eat while I'm gaming. I usually drink soda.
Ding ding ding. Correct.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't.
I don't normally. I guess like sour cream and onion chips or cheddar and
Nice.
sour cream chips,
Oh,
but
those are
You had me until you said cheddar. Cheddar chips I do not like.
sour cream and onion chips are the most munchy of chips.
Ah,
I do like
sour cream and onion Pringles. I could have eaten those like as every meal as a child.
Oh yes.
Have you seen Lay's stacks?
I have.
I actually like they're like a little thicker and fluffier, and I really like them.
I like the chip better, but all the flavors that I've tried of it, I do not like the flavor better. Like the actual chip is a more good chip experience, and the can, it's like a little plasticky and a little more durable. Can come up with a lot of uses for a Lay's Stacks can, but like their barbecue is not as good as the Pringles barbecue, in my opinion.
But normally I just have my Diet Mountain Dew.
Nice,
And
very
it's a snack.
nice.
Yes.
You guys ever played a board game before?
Yeah,
Do you have any opinions about board games?
tons.
Favorite board game?
Tell me about your favorite board games.
Well,
For instance, while you guys are thinking about it, I have 3 answers to this question because, favorite is too specific. But my family plays a lot of backgammon, which is an old dice rolling game that comes in a briefcase. It's pretty dope.
I have one.
I like backgammon a lot. There's also a game called Pente that comes in a Pringles can. It's like a rolled up mat, and you put glass beads on this rolled up mat. You unroll the mat first, of course. And that's another game that my family likes a lot. But then in the traditional board game sense, I really like Carcassonne. I think it's very simplistic to learn, but there's a lot of expansions if you want to make it more complicated. Liv over there
I've not
checking
heard
out
of
our
Carcassonne.
board game pile.
I'm thinking.
I think I may have played Pente. It to me felt like Sorry, only an older version and much more cutthroat.
It's not very much like Sorry.
So
There's
okay.
there's no oh no, I'm thinking of Trouble with like the bubble that you pop.
Because the game I'm thinking of, it sounds very similar to yours, where it comes in a tube and you unroll it and then you lay it out and it comes with glass beads.
Well, that's probably Pente then.
And it does it have like home
looks-
locations and you have to roll like it comes with dice and you have to roll a 2 to
no.
get out of home and
No. It's literally just it's kind of like Go, where you place down a 1 bead and that's your entire turn, and the goal is to get 5 beads in a row, but you can block each other and capture pieces if you want to.
If it's a board game, then does it have to come in a box, or does it actually have to have a physical board that you play?
It has to come on a plank of walnut, preferably, but mahogany is acceptable. No, just a tabletop game.
Okay, so it's not. It's probably an 18 plus game, but I do enjoy Cards Against Humanity.
That's a good game.
I like it as a group game. It's just always different and fun.
So yeah, what we're gonna call it apples to apples.
Yes, so adult apples to apples. But my favorite childhood board game was the Mousetrap game. If you ever remember.
Did you ever play Mousetrap, or did you just put it together and watch
I played
it go?
it. I played it.
I never played it. I just put it together and
never was
played
able
with
to
it.
put it together.
What was it? The chain reaction, like a specific person made
The
that.
Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah, I love all of those.
An
I would make a lot of
overly
those.
complicated use of many simple machines to have a simple task completed.
Yep.
I'll just say my top 3.
Go for it.
So we got Monopoly,
Wrong.
It's an opinion.
Settlers of Catan,
Good. Better than
and
Monopoly in every way.
Ticket to
Conceded.
Ride.
Ticket to Ride is also a very good game. I also like the one with the power plants. What's that called?
Oh,
Uh,
I played that once.
played it a few times. And Russian Railroads is a good one. If you like Ticket to Ride, it's similar but very different.
And then if
one
we're
to try.
talking like not traditional board games, I really like the card game Hearts.
Yeah.
Hearts is a lot
Now
of fun.
I've never gone into it, but superficially, Hearts and Spades are very similar. Only superficially, I feel.
yeah.
Yeah. But I can never remember which one I've played. I've played them both on like a Microsoft Windows, but I think I've played Spades a lot.
Hearts
like
is the
camp and
one
stuff.
where you take a point every time you get a heart from the hand, and then the Queen of Spades is 13 points, and points are bad.
Points are bad. Yep. But yeah, I think just a deck of cards and playing games is something that more people need to do these days, because it's easily fits in a pocket, and there are a million different games you can play with just a deck of cards, and they're very fun. And I think we got time for maybe one more. In keeping with the Ukatsu theme, we like to balance our work with our play. So, do you guys have a favorite exercise or sport to play, not to watch?
Surfing.
Surfing.
Yeah.
Do you like to watch it or do it?
Do it.
Yeah. Where have you been surfing before?
I had an internship in California,
Yeah.
and so I got to go surfing. I don't know if it was called Redondo Beach, but it was
Redondo
close.
Beach is a place.
It was north of Long Beach, close to the airport.
Very cool.
But
That's fun.
it's a good
And-
workout.
Yeah, I had a friend. This is what Liv would describe as a Tom story, I think. I had a friend that graduated from Truman State University, where I went to college, and went on a trip to Hawaii with his little brother and his mom and dad. And him and his little brother took surf lessons, and they were having a good time. But then his back started hurting, so he was like, "I'll just sit out the afternoon of these like surf lessons." And by the time his brother got done with surf lessons, he couldn't walk anymore.
Oh.
So he had pinched a nerve in his back and paralyzed himself.
Oh man.
And that's
Wow.
apparently an injury that's not uncommon in surfing.
Wow.
Like first-time surfers. Like if it happens, it happens. It's gonna happen the first time. Apparently.
Wow.
Wow.
Super messed up, right?
Yeah.
Is he done for like? you
No,
can't
he.
do it?
So the deal is, if they don't catch it early, usually it's like it happens your first day surfing, and then you go to bed, and it happens like you don't notice for like 12 hours, and that's really bad. But since it was like a couple hours later, they were able to catch it, and he just had to rehab for like 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
And because they were in Hawaii, that's like the number one place for treating this because it happens so much there.
He's in a good place.
So he was in a really good place to have that injury happen.
I think I haven't played it in a long time, but I really enjoy playing baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah.
So the American pastime.
It's a lot of fun.
What kind of position would you like to play in baseball? You an infielder, outfielder, bench warmer?
I had quite a good time playing second,
Yeah.
and then I think left field is also pretty alright.
Cool. Very nice.
Mine would be
Yeah.
either ultimate frisbee, a frisbee-based game, or kickball. Those are very fun. I like
Both
running
played at
around.
Ukatsu.
Fun fact: if you're a left-handed person for baseball, you really can only play first base
Yep.
and right field.
Interesting.
I mean,
if you're not a pitcher or catcher.
you can play other things, but first base is very beneficial because you can see the runner and the ball at the same time. Don't have to turn your back to the runner.
Yeah.
You can play short.
Even
That's
then,
not-
once you're on
That-
the left side
The
of the
flip
field, you're
to
kind
the
of screwed.
second base to get is a lot harder for a left-handed person.
It's not efficient for a left-handed person to be on the left side of the field.
Yeah, second base is a thing that can happen, but
That's the only
Yeah.
other base.
yeah. So, yeah, Liv is left-handed. She knows these things. My younger son, I think, is going to be left-handed, so I like to talk to Liv about left-handedness
It's
Why do you
great sometimes and it's
think
bad
that?
sometimes.
because he does everything left-handed. And kids often switch. back and forth. Like, my older son switched a couple of times, but he's definitely right-handed now.
My brother would switch when he was younger, but he's right-handed.
I wonder if you can teach him to be ambidextrous.
I mean, anybody can learn to be at least functionally ambidextrous, but truly, like, I don't know. It's probably not a teachable thing, I don't
I
think.
can write like a 5-year-old right-handed.
I can do that left-handed.
Same.
I can do that left-handed.
I can take close-up shots really well left-handed in basketball. I don't know why. Like, I got to be, like, under the basket. Like, I might be better left-handed than right-handed for, like, under the basket shots, but
I kick right-footed,
nice.
but I throw
Interesting.
left-handed.
I have a friend that's left-handed but right-eyed, so when he tries to shoot a gun, it's really awkward for, like,
that's
target
weird.
shooting.
I'm also regular-footed instead of goofy-footed, like on boards.
You're not
Which is-
Mongo. Is that what it's called? Mungo?
You're like you just stand in the middle.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were different ways to stand on boards.
Yeah,
for
Liv, the other indie queen, is right-handed, but she is goofy-footed. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm going to throw in a vote for weightlifting as a exercise, and specifically deadlifts and squats, because they are so very good for whole body experience and in general.
those are like two of my least favorite.
Yeah,
actually.
you shouldn't enjoy a workout.
I don't enjoy
like,
deadlifting.
Like, you should be a little scared going into a workout if you're going to improve yourself.
I guess if I had a dream workout that I could do every day, it would be rowing.
Yeah.
I do like rowing. Ab workouts are like I'm best at ab workouts.
I like bench press.
I like that one too. That's why in high school I could bench 300 pounds.
That's awesome.
I also
315.
like squatting.
Squatting's
Squats are
great.
Squatting is fun.
Works everything. If you're gonna do one exercise, you're gonna squat, man. That's the go-to. And then, you know, as for upper body, pull-ups are fantastic. Not that I've ever been able to do one.
I can't do a pull-up.
I used to be able to.
I've never been able to do a pull-up.
Well,
a
guys,
good
that's a little bit of our favorites round table. I think our podcast is of an adequate length.
All right.
Do you guys have anything to say to our wonderful viewers / listeners?
Keep your unique opinions. Not to
Be-
yourself, just keep them.
Be a Sammons. Do as salmon does. Sammons does.
Come to our summer camps.
Summer camp.
And also, for those of you who are 18 plus, we are having an adult night next Friday from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. So, June 7th.
June 7th.
I might come.
You should come.
For a second, I
Jeffrey?
thought 12 a.m. was lunch the next day, and I was like, what?
Yeah, we're having an adult lock-in now. No. But yeah, we have that. We got the Overwatch All-Stars event next Thursday for high schoolers.
Very cool.
Come to all of those things.
Jeffrey, use your new announcer voice and tell me what your thoughts are.
Thoughts are on what?
I don't know. Closing thoughts.
Welcome to the Ukatsu podcast.
Okay. There it is.
Like,
But anyway.
subscribe, share.
Click that bell icon.
And remember, be your best self.
Bye, guys.